Hello, 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 hello on Instagram. Hello, beautiful souls. If you're joining me on YouTube or Facebook, okay, okay, we have sound. Last week there was a sound problem. Anyway, happy Monday. It is Magical Monday. And wow, the energy this week is absolutely spectacular. It's intense, it is fast, it is furious, it is exciting, it is so much unfolding. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. We have the lunar cycle, we have the Chinese New Year starting as we move into the wood snake, and I'll be talking about what that means for you, as well as the new moon on Wednesday as well. So we got both of these energies on the same day. Plus, we're in the age of Aquarius, and this new moon is in Aquarius. The sun is in Aquarius, plus Pluto. I mean, there is so much happening astrologically, but good news is it's all helping you to come into alignment with your higher consciousness, with your soul, and all the old is all being shed like the snake. And this is what we've been talking about for several weeks now, is the shedding of the old. And I know that it's uncomfortable for a lot of us as we shed all this old, because, and I spoke about this last week, it's we have to go to the depths of the depths to heal those darker aspects of ourselves in order to shed. And I actually have my snake here. I've got this wooden snake because it is the wood snake. And so I brought out my wood snake as we talk about the energy of the wood snake. And this wood snake, which is going to be really symbolic for 2025, because 2025 is all about the truth. It's about change. It's about transformation. It's about revelations. It's about all the dark secrets coming to the surface. And we're seeing this globally, what's about to be revealed. So just talking about, quickly, and it's not a political conversation, but like an example is the CIA files of the assassinations of Martin Luther King and JFK. So all these old secrets that were buried under the surface are now going to be revealed, and we're going to find out the truth. So that's what's unfolding. And this year, there's so many other more revelations. So, yeah, just brace yourself and just know that there is a bigger picture for us, the humanity, as we move forward, as we create the new world, as we create the new earth. Now, the snake sheds its skin when it's outgrown its old skin. This is all about the death and the rebirth, which is the transformation. Now, the wood snake, the last time it was in the Chinese lunar cycle was back in 1965. So if you were born in 1965, your totem animal is the wood snake. And the wood snakes are very creative, very intelligent. And snakes are very intuitive, because just think of the snake. It slithers across the ground, but it feels every pulse and vibration of the earth. And it's very in tune with the earth. And if the snake is your animal totem in this life, it's some very great qualities and characteristics, though the snake also has a bite, and but only it will attack if it feels threatened. So the snake is all about shedding of the old, what no longer fits. It doesn't fit its old skin, and that's what we as humanity are going through. We are shedding the old ways of being. This is old patterns, old programs, old beliefs, old behaviors, addictions. This is a purging. And I've been talking about this for several months now, of cleaning up your diet, looking at the addictions, looking at what you're eating or drinking, and is it actually disharmonious for your body? And what are you cleansing and clearing out for your new rebirth as you create the new you? And that's what the snake is all about. The snake is it's helping us to understand um the old, because we all past experiences is helping us to learn and grow for our souls growth and evolution. So everything that we have gone through in the past is helping us to learn from that experience. But also, um, just ask yourself this question. I've written it down. Are you striking out at people? Remember the last few weeks we've been talking about the Mars energy and the anger and the reactions coming to the surface. The snake will strike when it's feeling triggered, but that's all the anger coming to the surface. So ask yourself where you have reacted to somebody and striked out, but also in the positive, this is about striking out at opportunities, and what opportunities do you need to take advantage of and take action on. And and that's taking a positive approach to striking and hit what they're saying, strike while the iron's hot. So that's also the snake, but the snake energy is also related to the kundalini energy that's moving within us. And this all starts in our base chakra, and we can move that up through our body. And there's a lot of meditations on that to help you move your kundalini energy, and that's a whole nother training. Though with the snake energy, it is a symbol for death and rebirth. So ask yourself, what parts of you have you outgrown that no longer work for you, that no longer fit your life? It could be friends, different relationships, it could be work situations, it could be behaviors, habits, it could be going to places where you used to enjoy, but now it's like, oh, I don't really enjoy going to this event or this place, or because of the energy, because you're upgrading your conscious human operating system. And that's what the energy is all helping us to upgrade consciously, and awakening to your true self and who you truly are. So this is a time to really tap into who are you. And I've spoken about this for several weeks, to journal on this, and to have that quiet time, because there is so much happening in the external world that if you are getting caught up in that, and that all that drama and chaos, it can throw you out of alignment. So come back and have that quiet time within you, um, and to just feel everything, to feel every choice, every decision that you make, because we also have the new moon, and the new moon energy is all about being intentional about what your new goals are, your new intentions, your new beginnings, your new chapter, and planting those new seeds. But be very intentional about your thoughts, because that creates your reality. So all the old stories that you may have been talking about, that's the shedding and the letting go. And if you catch yourself talking about something from the past that doesn't feel good, it's an old story. And how can you create your new energy and your new chapter of your life and new beginnings if you're holding on to the past? So this is where you get to visualize your new future, where you choose to go, what do you choose to bring into your life and attract into your life. And the more you speak about the new you and where you're going and all the exciting things that just light you up, and keep talking about that, that will help to send that positive energy. But they're happy. The more you are feeling happy and joyful, that's why I use my middle name of Joy, and that's why I created the Joy Connection group, because this is where, if you're getting caught up in the turbulence of the external world, you can come and plug into the Joy Connection community and get your joy back. And we all have those wobbling moments. We are here experiencing all the energy of what's going on. We are a human being with all these emotions. So I'm not saying you have to be high energy, happy, happy, happy every single day. But if you keep your energy vibration high with just love and peace and joy in your heart, and feel harmony from that place, you will feel the difference of everything that you are attracting into your life, everything, and just keep feeling in. And it's like, oh, I just want to have some quiet time, alone time, to sit and meditate and journal. And so with everything, all these emotions coming to the surface for a lot of people, it could feel like that fight and flight. And that can bring up a lot of emotions if you're not feeling safe. So feel into what's coming up for you, those parts of you that you are purging out, that you are cleansing and clearing out. Remember, the skin is our biggest organ. Anything that is internally out of balance in our body, in every system, every organ in our body, especially our liver, if you're striking out with anger and that venomous bite, or saying venomous words, that's coming from the liver. And this is where, different rashes, like the rash can be very itchy on your skin, and it's all the anger's coming to the surface. Psoriasis, eczema, this is all about any skin issues. So think about the old skin that you're purging, but it's so important. You've got to do your inner work first. An example of that, because my older sister is a wood snake. She was born in 1965. So I grew up with that venomous sting, and she's also a Scorpio. So the Scorpio also has that bite. So when she spoke, it was like, whoa, she could just knock you down with, the words, the nasty words that she would speak about. And so, and okay, I'll share a personal story, because this may help anyone who has struggled with maybe any family dynamics where it was really uncomfortable, or you're growing up and any past experiences. So growing up in my family, there was a lot of abuse, a lot of judgment, a lot of criticism. So and remember, we're talking about all the secrets being revealed as well and coming to the surface. So as a teenager, my older sister would tell me how fat and ugly I was. And I went, wow, if I'm fat and ugly, I'm never going to get a boyfriend. And then I had my father saying, you're stupid and you're brainless and you can't do anything right and blah, blah, blah. And so, but and my sister would call me every name under the sun, but you know what that did is, yes, it created an eating disorder and bulimia, and that was the hidden secret. I had that food addiction, and I was doing it secretly, and the eating and the purging. And so that's what I pushed down because I felt so unworthy. But what it's taught me is how much to love and accept my body and accept myself and know who I am. I know who I am now. So anything that's happened in the past, all these past experiences has helped to show you who you truly are as a soul. And who I am as a soul. I'm not fat and ugly. I've never been fat and ugly. And I love myself now and accept myself. And so that's the gift in it all. And remember, everybody comes into our life as a teacher, as a mirror. And we all had these agreements and contracts before we came here. And so all these stories and different examples I'll be sharing in my book that I'm working on, and also in the Benn Method Academy. So just on that, if you like to learn more tools and especially with family dynamics and the trauma from the past and stuff like that, that's what the Benn Method Academy is all about. We go much, much, much deeper. We go to the depths. And the Benn method, it stands for balance, energy, nurture, and nourish, to help you to nurture and nourish your soul, and why you have gone through these different experiences, and now the letting go and really coming into alignment with who you truly are as a soul. Now I'm just going to, because I've got a couple of people on live with me, and so, okay, Hannah's asking, I'm interested in knowing if there's any guidance when it comes to what I ought to do to feel like I'm not being tossed around like a tumble wheel by life. Who can relate to being tossed around like a tumblewheel? I've been in therapy since I can remember, and it turns out it's always circumstantial when it comes to these changes that occurred in my life. So if I'm not the one making poor choices, then what do I need to do or not do to start feeling centered and in control when it comes to life changes, relationships, and career? If that even is possible for me at this stage, absolutely it is, Hannah. And I also fear that I've missed my chance by being a mother. And lastly, I keep being what my cousin calls a foster girlfriend. I keep meeting men who keep saying that I'm a woman of their dreams, but they themselves aren't willing to meet my standards. Anyway, wow, this is quite long.
Sorry.
And and so Hannah, if you yeah, it looks like there's a lot going on. Okay, maybe let's have a one-to-one
hmm
session,
hmm
but quickly grounding right now, and meditating, journaling, breath work, grounding with the earth, connecting with nature, bare feet on the grass, do that constantly. Come into and when you're journaling, ask your soul what it wants to tell you today. The more you can just keep dropping into these places. And also remember, everyone in your life is all a mirror. And whether they're projecting onto you or judging you or criticizing you, it's like that's triggering up something within you and creating different emotions within you to be healed. And that's what we're all going through right now. This is why this year is all about change and transformation. We are shedding the old ways of being, shedding the old skin of the snake in order to step into the new you. And just know that you are always protected, always safe, and no one can hurt you, harm you, or destroy you. And I just going back to like everything I've experienced in my childhood and all the way through, I've got so many stories which I won't go into right now, but this was my biggest learning because I chose a family that had persecuted me in many, many previous lives for teaching my spiritual teachings, for teaching all about consciousness and the evolution of, the consciousness of humanity. And this is why I came here in this life to actually survive this life. But I chose my family in this life to be my biggest teachers. And so as an advanced soul, this is, it's like, yeah, it's everything that's happened in your past has helped you to learn and grow as a soul. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Thank you.
You are so welcome. And let's have a private session.
Mhm.
Um, and and now Kim's asking, you are hitting so many resonating things. Think that it's where I'm trying to figure out who I really am. I just don't know how to figure that out. Okay, if you're trying to figure it out from your head, and this goes for everybody, I'm not just, directing this question to Kim. If you're trying to figure it out from your head, that will cause a lot of mental conflict because that's where the ego is caught up. This is where drop into your heart. Keep dropping into your heart, and again, have that quiet time, that just be in stillness, be in nature, connect with the trees, listen to the birds, watch Mother Nature around you. Are there butterflies? Are there dragonflies? There's so many signs that the universe has your back. No one came here and put up their hand and said, I want to suffer and struggle in this life. Know that you are so loved and so protected and so safe, and you are being guided every step of the way. So it's keep dropping in and journaling on, who am I? And that is really what we're here to learn, as well, one of the things but we go through all these experiences to help to get to this place of just inner peace and harmony. And everything that's happened along the way, even all the narcissistic relationships that we may have experienced. And I mean, I grew up with two narcissistic sisters, so I know a little bit about narcissism, but also a narcissistic, well, I thought she was a friend when I lived in the US, and that was nearly destroyed me in this lifetime. So again, it'll all be revealed in my book, and I'll let you know when that's coming out. There's going to be lots of different stories. But let's get back to this time of the wood snake and what we're moving into with the age of Aquarius, the new energy, because this new energy will help us to really tap into our consciousness of who we are, and listen to your body, listen to your heart, keep dropping in, listening to your feelings. Remember, the snake just feels everything. So the snake slithers across, and it won't hurt you. No snake's going to hurt you unless unless it feels threatened. I remember back in 2005, I was in Sedona, Arizona, and I was on one of the hiking trails. I was by myself, and I was walking along the trail, and a snake came out. And it's like I just stopped and waited for it to slither across the trail, and then it just went off into the bush. And I completely respected its space because I was in its playground, and it was like, whoa, okay, thanks, buddy. But again, animals come into our life as a confirmation on whatever we're thinking about at that time, whatever, you know, we could be feeling. But the snake coming in and just slithering, it was like just a beautiful confirmation at the time for me. So yeah, just trust your feelings in every moment, and instead of um striking out as the snake when someone pushes your button, just take a step back and just, oh, breathe, breathe, because remember, there's always a bigger picture, but then you're taking your power back by not striking out and reacting. And that's such a beautiful lesson there. If you can just go, interesting. Okay. Someone's striking out at me. Instead of me striking back, I'm just going to breathe and just feel, what is it in me that they're striking. Because remember, what someone thinks about you or says to you, is it true? And just ask yourself, is this true? Is there a part of me that, because everyone's a mirror, right? If you're triggered, well, then there's an opportunity to heal. And if you know whatever they're saying is not true, well, then it's not yours to take on. And so this is where it's like, yeah, this is not my stuff to take on. And it's a bit like, all the names that my older sister called me as a teenager. I mean, they were nasty, nasty names. And it's like, is that true? No way. It's not who I am. So this is an opportunity in all relationships. When people say stuff, just try it on. Is that true? Is that my truth? And what we're going through right now, the truth, the revolutions, everything, all the darkness is coming to the surface so that we can shed the skin. And if you're being triggered, this is an opportunity for you to actually heal that part of you, because what they're doing is showing you where there's still those shadow parts within you, where those parts have come to the surface to be healed. So that's where it's a blessing. Be true to yourself. Keep listening to your truth. And in every conversation, in everywhere you go, just keep feeling in to, and it could be like an invitation. Do you want to come to this party? Do you want to come to this nightclub? Do you want to come to this event? And just feel in, is this the environment that I choose to be in? And is it for my highest good and destiny? And just feel into the energy of that. And the more you can trust your feelings, trust the energy, and make choices from like your gut, because the gut always knows. And so trust your gut, because the brain, the heart, the gut. They're all connected. And that's a whole nother training in itself. And I've done presentations and trainings on that. But just know that you are part of the universe. You are part of the stars. We are all one. And also the universe is in you as well. So all the brothers and sisters on this planet, we're all going through our own journey and our own learnings because we all chose to be here at this time as a soul in order to upgrade our conscious human operating system, to evolve as our soul, and for our soul's evolution. And this is where the whole shift in consciousness is occurring. The awakening is occurring right now. And what this year of 2025 is all about the massive shifts and awakenings in consciousness that are happening for us right now. So what the energy is helping us to move through this year is all the change and the transformation. And I've said this before, and I've said this in another separate video. The end of March of this year is going to be profound. I will actually be in the US in Joshua Tree for the equinox this year, because the equinox this March, on the 21st of March, will be massive. And then we've also got the eclipse at the end of March. It's the 29th of March. So that's a major, that the energy is going to be so massive. So whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're feeling right now, just know that you will not be the same person in a couple of months. Okay, and just keep riding this wave. Do your self-care. That's what the Benn method is all about. It's advanced self-care for the soul. And I'm sorry I haven't got this book finished. There's just so many downloads that I keep getting that it's going to be several workbooks. And I've been told that it's like so much bigger than just one book. It's going to be a whole series of books which will support my Benn Method Academy. And if you'd like to know more, reach out. Also, I invite you to the Joy Connection community, which is live every Friday on Zoom, but it's private and it's not a live broadcast like this. So if you'd like a private reading, that's where we can pull some cards for you specifically. This is where you can bring your questions, and we can go much deeper into the discussions about that. Also healing. So the Joy Connection community is a weekly group that you can attend for free for the first month up until February the 14th. And then it will be a membership. Okay. So I'm going to, let me just get a breath here. I feel like I'm being caught. I'm going to choose a card from the Power Tarot. Now, I haven't used this deck. It's been on my shelf for years. And I saw it today and I went, oh, wow. This is a deck that I've hardly used, and the cards are still quite sticky. But let's choose a card for everything that we are feeling, all the dynamic changes that we're feeling, especially with this new moon and the wood snake and this new moon. I highly, highly encourage you all to write out your new future, the new adventures, what lights you up, what gets you excited, and write from that place and allow your imagination to just expand and write down all the things that you want to bring into your life. Okay, and through that process, it will also highlight the things that you are shedding and purging, and letting go and releasing from your life, which is the old snake skin. Okay. So let me just shoot, I'm waiting for a card to jump out. What do you? Okay, can I have a card for everything that we've been talking about with the wood snake and all the changes, the new moon, the truth, the transformation, changes. Okay. We have the Emperor. So this is one of the major arcana cards. And so it's all about stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation and ambitious plans. I love that. And the Emperor is related to Archangel Uriel. So if you follow any of the archangels, so the message here is leadership can change everything. This card may mean that it's time for you to be a leader to those around you, or it might indicate that you would greatly benefit from the counsel of a skilled mentor who can give you invaluable advice. Archangel Uriel can provide you with brilliant new ideas on how to be the best of a success. Creativity is a wonderful thing, but without logic, it can be chaos. What you need right now is a little organization and order. A few guidelines or rules will help bring your dreams to life in the most efficient and elegant way possible. This is not meant to limit you, but to help you to feel empowered and in control of the direction your plans are taking. So, which is perfect. And also it follows on from Hannah's question in the chat here. And does that also help your answer?
Oh, that's nice and easy. I'm pretty bossy, so it's all good.
And so Archangel Uriel is the angel of great ideas and epiphanies. And it's the light of God, and truly he can help light your way to success. So when you can't quite see your way clear to the next step, he's able to give you moments of revelation that seem to come out of nowhere. So ask Archangel Uriel for assistance whenever you have a project or challenge where a creative solution is called for. And that's with this new moon, really take time to stop and just write out all your intentions for your new future, because you're the creator. You're co-creating with the universe. You're, by writing it out on paper, is you're giving the universe clear instructions on, okay, this is what I choose, and then surrender and let it go. Let go of the attachment of the when and the how, and because allow the universe to decide, because it's like you can write out your intentions, but it could, and then put this or something better, because maybe you're asking for something that's actually quite limiting, and the universe has got something much, much better and bigger for you. So open up to that expansion. Okay. And
Thank you.
and so Kim escaped, so about a month ago, then just recently I was fortunate to be. Yeah. So, and Kim lives in LA, and yeah, my prayers, and I'm just sending so much love and compassion to everyone that was caught up in the LA fires. And Kim says it's a time of rebirth, like the phoenix. Absolutely. This is what we're everyone, it doesn't matter what city or country you are living in, it's the phoenix is rising from the ashes. So just know and keep trusting that there's a bigger picture, and the universe is all going on, and all the turbulence and the drama and a lot of chaos and the darkness is all coming to the surface to be cleared. Okay, because there's been a lot of darkness that has been buried under the surface, and it's now coming to the surface. So just and all the truths and the revelations are being revealed. And we will hear more of this as the time goes on. But I'm also, and I've said this in previous videos, be careful of what videos you are watching on YouTube or any social media platform, and just feel, is this your truth? Maybe it's just a lot of drama and it's just clickbait and they just want to get, the algorithms up. So be very discerning about where you spend your time, what you're watching, what you're reading, what you're listening to, who you're hanging around, and is it in alignment energetically with your highest good and destiny?
Mhm.
Okay. And yes, this year is all about the rebirth. It's the death and the rebirth. And we are all here for a reason. We are all, we are all God within. And we are, like I said, we are all part of the universe. We are all part of the planets and the stars. We are stardust. So it's like there's, just keep trusting, come back to your heart and just know, keep dropping into your heart space. What does my heart want to say to me? Listen to your soul, listen to your heart, listen to your body. This is where, we can heal anything that's going on in the physical body. The body is constantly giving us messages, especially those that are experiencing any pain, any illness, any disease, any discomfort, anything that's causing any grief. It's like the body is innate and heals itself. That's what the body constantly does, and we all have the ability to heal our own body. And I've proved this. I've healed myself of cancer and autoimmune and a bunch of other labels that I was given. And I've been at the depths of the depths, so I know how the body works. And it's trusting that you have the power to heal yourself. And regardless what anyone says to you, you come back to your truth.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to choose another card from the butterfly deck. And also, just a note on the snake is alchemists believe the wisdom and new knowledge would lead to the death and the rebirth, enabling you to see the world from an entirely new perspective. So with this wood snake, as you're shedding your skin, it's helping you to see a whole new perspective on life. And that's what we're all going through right now. And so leave the past behind and just embrace the whole new you that you're moving into. Like I said, by the end of March, you won't recognize yourself. You will absolutely be whole new you. So very exciting, but you have to do your inner work. And just also respect that not everybody is choosing to cross the bridge. And yes, they're feeling the effects of this intense energy right now, but not everyone's choosing to make the changes and be okay with that. I just got keep the faith. And so this is really well, it carries on. You have faith and trust within yourself. Know and have faith and trust that the universe has got your back. You're always guided. And some of the changes you're experiencing have been challenging. And this card urges you to keep your faith in divine intervention and positive outcomes. After all, lapsing into pessimism won't help the situation. Faith can come in many forms, such as reconnecting with God through prayer or reviewing all the times when everything worked out for the best. Faith is an inner knowing that your experiences are being purposeful and that you'll have a happy ending, which is true. And that really sums up, that card is perfect because it's a summary of everything that we've been talking about today. And thank you so much for those who joined me live, and thank you. Hello on Instagram. Just looking, wave, wave, wave. So we've got a bunch of people here on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining. Also, I'll put the links to the Joy Connection community, which is Friday morning, 8 o'clock Brisbane, Australia time, which is 2 p.m. Pacific time. Please do the calculations, convert the time for wherever you are in the world, and write out your new moon goals and intentions for this Wednesday, and also carve out some time on especially Wednesday or for the rest of this week to just stop and feel, maybe block it out in your diary, even if it's 15 minutes where you can just stop and just be in nature and just stop and just look up at the stars, look up at the clouds, connect with the trees. Wherever you are in the world, there's so many places and things that you can do to just stop and go within and just listen. Okay. And if you'd like to book a one-to-one, you can do that from my website, lindabenn.com, and there's a free connection call at the top there where we can have a private conversation. The Joy Connection community is a private Zoom room where everyone can come and you can ask your questions, you can receive a card reading. We also do meditations and a whole bunch of other stuff. So you're invited to that. And also, if this resonates, please share it. Please share it, like it. You know how the algorithms work on all the platforms. The more that people like and share, that just helps to share it with others. So if this message has helped you today, please share it with others. And yeah, this is my way of giving back to the community and helping us to all upgrade and create the new world that we are stepping into. It's exciting times ahead, and I'm just sending you so much love, so many blessings, and go and have a magical week. Go and create those miracles everywhere you go. And this week, just really stop in. What are the miracles you are creating? And not just for the full moon this week, but for your future. So thank you for being here, everyone.